Hey guys, the question today is, I gain weight after liposuction. What about now? You know that this is one of the most common questions that I received after surgery. So, one thing that you need to understand. When you do a liposuction, we cannot plan a liposuction to gain weight. Of course that when you do a liposuction, the surgeon and the patient, we need to focus and try to, okay, let's keep the weight low, let's keep a good health style life, and let's try to improve your life. Not to thinking about to gain weight, but unfortunately, we have some patients that after liposuction they start to gain weight because they are not taking control of diet, they are not taking control of exercise, and they think that just a liposuction might solve all the problems. Okay, so I had few patients before that we did a liposuction and gained some weight. On top of that, what you need to understand that first of all, usually we don't lose all the shape and you don't lose all the contour. Of course that you are not planning and you don't want the patient to gain weight, but in case if the patient gain weight, it's not difficult to control and you start losing the weight and get the shape back. One thing that is important that you perform during the consultation, it's a bioimpedance scale. With the bioimpedance scale, it's a body composition scale. With this scale, we can correct here and double check the weight of the patient, we can correct the muscles of the patient, we can correct the fat, we can check the fat of the patient. And more important is to check the visceral fat level. The visceral fat level, basically it's the internal fat. The internal fat is pretty important because the fat that we cannot remove. And we can remove the external fat, but we cannot remove the internal fat. And the internal fat should be lost by diet and exercise. It's important to understand this because the shape of the body and the contour and everything it's also related about the muscles quality and the internal fat. For those patients who had done a liposuction and gained weight after surgery, continue with a diet and exercise, they might get again the shape they had before, they might get again everything that they lost during this gain of weight. So before we started treating the complications like gain weight, it's much more important to try to educate the patient to continue have a good lifestyle and keep the weight stable. Your outcomes for liposuction, it will be much better and stable as much as you keep your weight stable. So guys, if you are planning to do a liposuction, my first advice, change your lifestyle before the procedure. Don't go for a liposuction just thinking about later that you can eat a pizza or whatever, you know. You still can have your normal life, you still can drink, you still can eat something, but you need to thinking about how to keep this contour that you spend a lot of money to do this procedure, you know. So it's much more important to keep your weight stable after surgery and focus on that. I'm Dr. Paulo Michels, plastic surgeon, and if you have any comments, type below.